uh, uh, mm.
So
Then
consonant diagrams are CH. Can you give examples? TH, even WH,
SH,
PH.
PH,
Also like
TN, CK,
SH, QU, NG, GH. All these are consonant diagrams. And which are vowel diagrams?
AI,
Yes. So AI, EE,
EE,
I,
I,
O,
OW,
U.
OW.
All these are vowel diagrams. Even when you have one vowel and one consonant, then also it goes in vowel diagrams. Okay. Okay. Now, as such, there is no particular rule that where TH gives the voiced sound and where TH gives the unvoiced sound, the and the. But most of the times you will see that if the letter combination TH comes after the sound of a single vowel, okay, then it is voiced. Okay, like in the word this, I is a vowel and then S is there. Okay, so when you have TH and then you have a single vowel, then it is giving the sound of voiced, voiced the. Okay, like this, that, these, those, that, them, gather, father, brother. Okay, so that is voiced. Whereas when you have TH before the sound of a consonant, okay, TH followed by a consonant, or it can be a vowel team. Okay, so like in the word throw, after TH we have R, which is a consonant, or thrust, we have a consonant after TH. Okay, or if you have the word like breath, so it is a vowel team there. Okay, so the comes with the short sound. Okay, the vowel should be short, and th comes when it is a consonant or any other vowel sound with a vowel team or a long vowel sound. Okay. Also, you must have noticed that there are very few words having the voiced the sound. Okay, and these are mostly determiners like this, that, these, those, and not the root word, meaningful word. Whereas TH is mostly the meaningful words, which has some meaning. Okay, like thick, theft, think. So they are either verbs or nouns. Whereas when you have the voice the, it's not a noun or a verb. Okay, these are mostly the pointers, determiners, except for the words like father, sister, father, brother, and mother. Okay. Now, there are exceptions also, as every rule has some exceptions. So, thin is an exception because it is having short E sound. Okay, so there can be few exceptions, but most of the times when you have a short sound, then it is and the word is not that meaning. So again, we can say thin is not going to that because it's a meaningful word. So that way you can tell the children. Now, whenever you teach such kind of spelling rules, always tell them to look for the exceptions. Ask them to search for the exceptions, and then you will be clear that, see, there are very few words which do not follow, but most of the words follow this, right? Now, if you talk about the consonant digraph WH, what do you think? Which sound comes with WH?
Woo, woo, woo.
Now, yes, but when WH is followed by O, then
Woo.
yes. So there, when WH is followed by O, then W gets silent. And it says what?
Who.
Okay. Like who and whole and whom, right? Whose. So when WH is followed by O, then it gives you the sound of H. Otherwise, it is V sound, like in what, when, why, while, where, which. Okay. And then we have done that S gives the hissing sound when it is surrounded by vowels. So it is. The sound of Z is, has. Okay. When it is having vowel before and after or after. Okay. Like in the word surprise. Okay. Now, whenever the letter S comes as a plural, okay, we use S for plural also or as a third person, singular, okay. Then also it is giving Z sound. We have done this rule also. It is not rags, but it's rags, right? Beds, pigs. But again, what we have learned is when it comes after the voiced, when you have the vibration, when you say rag, there's a vibration. Bed, vibration. Okay. Now, what is crazy W? Now, why we call W as crazy? Now, this crazy W gives different sounds. That's why we call it crazy. So when W comes with A, which sound?
O. O.
Yes. Or sound is there. Like in the word want,
Water.
water, warm, right? Watermelon, watch. And same way, QU when followed by A also gives the sound of O. Can you give examples?
Quack. Quack.
Squat, quad, quarter. Not in the word quack. Quack will be an exception because A is not giving the sound of O. Okay. But quarter, quad, squad. Okay. All these are the examples. Now, there is so much of confusion that double O can give little O sound also, and it can give long O sound also, right? And there are some other pronunciation also for the same other sound also for double O, like in the word. Okay, can you tell me which sound is there here?
O.
Sound?
Floor. O.
O sound is coming. Okay. So let's see how we can simplify this. So when double O ends with letter K or D, okay, then mostly it is short. Okay. Like, can you give example? Book,
Wood.
wood. Okay. Then there can be some exceptions. The exceptions are, or we can say the only exceptions here are spook, okay, snooker, and brood, food. These are exceptions, and mood. Only these are the exceptions. Otherwise, you will have short sound after K and D. Otherwise, it will give the long sound like boom, boost, boot, root, cool, doom. Okay, foolproof. There are so many words. Now, some of the words like how will you read this word? Yes. How will you read this word?
Blood. Blood.
Yes. So sometimes it gives you the sound of U, letter U, which is a sound. There are a small number of words, okay, which can give you a sound. And as I told you, like in the word, which sound is coming here?
Door. O.
Yes. And
Floor. O.
Okay. So most of the times what you will have with N and D, you will have short sound. Otherwise, you have the long sound. Okay. Also, the words, all the words ending with double O will always be long. Okay. If any word has two O at the end, will never be the short sound. It will always be a long sound. Can you give examples for this?
Moo.
Where you have double O at the end.
Moo. The cow moves.
Yes. Bamboo and igloo. Right? Okay. Okay. Now we were talking about W as crazy because with A, it was giving the sound of O, right? But what will happen if W is followed by AR?
O.
Then will it give O sound?
Or controlled.
Yes. So you have to be careful that after W, if it is A, but after A, if it is R, then it will not give the O sound. It will only give the R sound, R controlled vowel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
War.
that is the
War.
reason why
Ma'am, war, no? War.
war, but it is war. Okay.
Ma'am, could you please repeat your voices cracking?
Sorry. Yeah. It's war. Okay, sorry. So AR, the R controlled. When you have W and AR, then the R controlled word also will give the O sound. Sorry, I was mistaken here. Okay. It's war. Okay. Can you give any other example? What? Can you give any other example? What and ward? Sorry, here it was my mistake. When you have AR, then R controlled R sound is also changed because of the crazy W. So W with A will always give O sound whether it is R or not. So in that case, R controlled rule will not follow, or we can say that R long R sound will not come, broad R sound will not come, but O sound will come. I hope I am clear.
Oh.
Also, there are words like warm, right? But we have discussed this, that whenever you have AR followed by another R, then it's not the R controlled sound. Okay.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear. I'm sorry.
Preeta, is my voice not clear? Bhavni,
In between, it is cracking, ma'am.
okay. I think there's full network here. So whenever you have A double R, then the R effect will not work. Like in the word carry, like in the word cherry, like in the word carrot. Okay. Now we have said that W followed by A gives O sound. Now can you tell me W followed by O will give what sound?
Ooh.
No. W followed by O will give which sound?
O. O's.
No. Only O is there. How will you say this word? How will you say this word? How will you say this word?
Oh.
Yes. So when you have OR after W, okay, when you have a digraph OR after W, it will be a sound. Like in the word worth, work, worthy, right? Now, when we talk about the alternatives ER, IR, UR, then mostly ER is used for the occupations most of the times, like driver, jumper, teacher, lawyer, barber, carpenter, eater. Okay. And also any word ending with the soft C cannot have, like for example, if I have the word manage, okay, from manage the word will be manager. So can I have IR there or you are there? Can I?
Or.
For the sound in the word manage, can I have three options? But can I take IR or UR here? No, because we already have an E. So when you already have an E, then obviously it will always be ER, right? So whenever you have a word and you have to add sound to that word and it ends with E, that means definitely it is going to be ER. And also, if you remember that it is a, you have to see if it is a comparative degree, what will happen? If you have a comparative degree, small, smaller, smallest, then also it is always
ER.
ER, yes. And we know that when we put this ER and there is a CVC word or the word ending with CVC, that last consonant gets double, like in the word chopper, right? So ER is usually, it is usual after the doubled consonant. When you have a doubled consonant, then it is ER, okay? So ER is the most common suffix for sound. Producer. Why we are using ER in the word producer?
E is already there?
Yes. Okay. Avenger. Okay. And in the word launcher, why it is ER? In the word launcher, why it is ER? It's a occupation. Photographer, furnisher, discoverer. So mostly ER will be the most common suffix for sound. You'll find
And for furniture, what did you say? Furniture.
no furnisher. Furnisher.
Furniture. Okay.
Okay. So mostly when you have to add as a suffix, it is ER and IR and UR are mostly a part of the word, the root word. Okay. Now, we clear this all and then, okay. When you have an occupation where it is a part of the root word, then it is OR, like the word sailor. We are not using OR as a suffix. We are not using OR as a suffix. So when it is a part of the word itself, then it is OR,
OR.
ER. Okay. Now, in the word very, now I might have connection disrupted because lights have gone. Just let me change. Okay. Am I audible? बंद कर दो. ये गरम होगा ना कर दो. Sorry, it was a current, electricity had gone. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I was talking about the words like very.
Yes, ma'am.
When you have the word very, or you have the word charity, or you have the word spirit, how are you going to divide these words? How are you going to syllabicate these words, Jasmine? Am I audible? Sorry, it's raining, so that's why there is problem in it. It's raining heavily here. Okay, so how will you syllabicate this word? How will you syllabicate this word? How will you syllabicate this word? How will you syllabicate these words?
Ma'am, very VE one word, and RE and were a then re.
Okay,
Charity is ch a is one, RI is another, and TY is another.
yes,
And spirit is SPI one, and RIT is another.
yes. So we know that we have to, in these words, R effect is not there. Okay, so R is not in charge if the vowel and the R following are in separate syllable. So the R effect will only work if they are in one same syllable, but if they are in another syllable, then R effect will not work. Okay. Also, R effect will not work even if R is in the same syllable, then also it will not have the effect if next letter is R. Like here in the word, why is it not chari? Why is it not char? It is in the same syllable. Then also there is no R effect. Why? Because the next letter is R. Then also being in the same syllable also that R effect will not be there. Okay. So when a double R is followed by follows a vowel, the R sound goes off with the next syllable, leaving the short vowel sound unchanged. Okay. As in
Ma'am,
cherry or as in carrot.
ma'am, do you have these rules in your blog?
Yes, yes. All the rules are there. I have shared that list with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let us see. If we talk about letter C, we know that when does it give the sound of K? With AOU. And it gives the sound of S with EI and Y. Right? So this we have done that when you have a word having able. Okay. So you cannot remove the, no, mostly what we do, we drop E, right? But if you have to put able suffix, E will not be dropped. As in noticeable, traceable, serviceable. Okay. So when you add a suffix that starts with A, O, U or any consonant, okay, to a word which ends in CE, if it is CE, we must retain the silent E so that the C does not become hard. Because होगा क्या अगर हम ये E हटा देंगे तो वो noticeable रहेगा या noticable बन जाएगा?
Noticable.
Yes. So that's the reason why we cannot remove E here. Otherwise, mostly what we do, we remove. लेकिन अगर हमारा suffix I से start है, आ गई लाइन। अगर हमारा सफिक्स आई से स्टार्ट है तो क्या हमें जरूरत है ई रखने की? शुड वी रिटेन ई? बंद कर दो, हो तो गया ये, कोई बात नहीं, छोड़ दो, सब बंद हो गया फिर। अच्छा, ओके, बाथरूम बाथरूम। Yeah. When you have a word service and you have to add ing. Now, can you tell me, should we retain e or not? Is there any need to retain e or we can drop the e?
We can drop P.
We can drop because here, even if we drop, then it will be ci. So the sound of c will not change to k. It is only when you have a suffix starting with a, o, u, right? And now tell me, now some of the rules are like, it's just what information you have. Now, for example, if I have this word and then I have to add ing, what will happen?
Panic, panicking.
So, why we are adding a k here? Can someone tell me? Why k is coming here?
Ma'am, I suppose C follows with I, then the sound changes to S.
Yes, very good. Otherwise, it will be panicking.
Panicking.
But then we are using k to keep it panicking. Okay. So sometimes it becomes very interesting. Okay, what about the word when you have two C together? What about these words when you have two C together? Now,
C.
the second C should give which sound?
Ma'am, ideally it gives
Soft
it
C.
sound, no?
Soft C.
Sound.
When you have two C, then the second C should give which sound?
Soft C.
Accent.
No, it depends on the word. If you have the word where you have E, I or Y, then it will become soft. But if you have a word where it is A, O or U, then it will be K. So that is why accent C is soft because C is followed by E. And in accurate, it is not soft because it is followed by U. But the first C will always be K. First C will not say S, because that C is followed by C and not a vowel, right?
Okay.
Now we have already done that. Sometimes when you have C followed by IOUS or IAN or EAN or EOUS or ION, then it gives the sound of sh. It becomes sh. Sheas, shean, shean, sheas. Achha, what about when you have S, C? Which sound will come? Again, you have to see if it is E, then it becomes soft. Okay, so then it will be C also giving S sound. So then we say that S is silent, but actually S is not silent. C is also giving the same S sound. Like in the word scent, scissor. Okay, but if you have A, then it gives S. Okay. Now, when the letter G is followed by EIY, it becomes soft. We all know that. And when it is followed by AOU, it becomes hard, right? We have done that. G-A-G-O-G will give G sound. G-E-G-I-G-Y will be J sound. So here also the same rule will apply, that charge plus able. We cannot remove E. अगर हमने E remove किया, if we remove E, what it will become?
G. Chargeable.
Yes. And the same way, but when we have to add ing, we can remove E, because again, after G after I is J. So charging, we have to remove E, but chargeable, we don't have to remove. And we have also learned that sometimes G is followed by U to stop the soft G effect. Like in the word wake. Okay. Dialogue. There are many words.